Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name's Hannah Benedict.
And I am Jessie Segander, and this week we are talking about big emotions and parents. We've been talking about big emotions all month long, and we don't want to forget the parents because I don't know about you, but I'm having lots of big emotions right now.
Ooh, yeah, I can relate with that for sure. Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, big emotions. How do what does it look like for you and your family and your response, and how do you kind of cope with those? What's your coping mechanism of choice at this point in time? What do you think, Hannah?
One of the things that when you said like, what does it look like in our house? It looks like in our house, like everyone's like flat, like we're good, and then boom, there's no buildup in our house. Well, I think it's building, but we all like, we're going to keep together. We're going to keep together. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. And then like, I can go from like 0 to 60, which sometimes I surprise myself. I'm like, wow, I was felt a lot more than I thought right then. And I think sometimes my kids are like, wow, mom was really fine. And then she was not fine, that I hadn't turned in that assignment, or that I'm not, cleaning the bathroom like I've been asked to a million times, or, whatever it might be. So I think that one of the things that we're learning is to like kind of like take inventory of the clues and then be able to communicate, like, I can feel my like that this is going to go sideways. Like, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm having some really big emotions right now and I need to go take a break.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I actually had that conversation today with my husband, which I said to him, like, I need 5 minutes of your time. I'm not okay. I'm not okay because of this, and this. It all sucks. It feels really hard right now. It feels like nothing is going the way I want it to. I cannot do this.
Yeah.
And he was kind enough to say, like, wow, that really sucks. I don't really know what to tell you, but like, I hear you, which is something we talk about all the time, just that validation. And I just needed to get it out. But I definitely like resonate with the like going from 0 to 100 really quickly. Like my patience is usually, feel like I have a fair amount of patience with my children. And
Yes.
at the drop of a pen right now, I can go from 0 to 100 real quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. And when I see that happening a lot, that's my clue of, oh my gosh, I need to like pay attention. And something that really hit me in the last week is the lack of transitions in life right now, and how that's really impacting my emotional state. It used to be that I had a car ride, like a car drive, like a ride home, or my kids had the bus ride home to kind of transition from, school to home. There was like this like natural breaks in our day that created some sort of like transition from we're doing this to we're doing that. And we're recording this in the evening, and I will literally walk out of here straight into my house and start cooking dinner and navigating that. There's no transition. And so I'm trying to be actually really intentional and in pausing, and like, this part of my day is done. Like, what do I do? Do I clean up my desk? Do I like, what are some
This part off.
rituals that I can start to create to put that part of my life away, so then I can transition to the next part of my life?
Yeah, I hear that so much. I feel like right now I'm trying to cram so much into such a short amount of time that sometimes I'll hit one or two and be like, oh my gosh, did I have breakfast? Did I like where am I in my day? Where am I in my focus? And it's just, and I need to stop for a moment and take a deep breath or take a 15-minute walk in the neighborhood or something to
Yeah.
help calm myself back down before I go back into the next thing, which is oftentimes either stepping back into work or really turning back on my mom brain and cluing back into my children.
Yeah. And one of the things that, um, talking about that is like, we get to model this for our kids. So like narrating, not what we're doing. Like when we're having those really big emotions, like saying like, wow, I'm feeling a lot of strong emotions right now. And I need to take care of this so that I can show up well. I'm not leaving. I'm not, I'm not going away. I am going to, take 5 minutes to myself to calm down. I'm going to go for a walk and I will be back. Like we're not saying like you're too much to handle.
Mhm.
But we are saying like, I'm going to, like, if we're thinking about the brain, my rational thinking brain is offline right now and I'm going to
Right.
go do something to get it back online.
Yes, I think that's such a modeling that and adding it into our children's vocabulary so they understand not only what's happening inside of us, but what's happening inside of them. And that's a natural thing. We all have big emotions, especially right now. There's just a lot of them, and it's really normal, and we can't really run away from them. So, how do we practically handle those in our life and then the rhythms of our life? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I think about not all the time, but how I try to purposely in trying to teach self-regulation to my children. And then I think, man, if I at their age knew what it meant to self-regulate, like I had not even the slightest idea. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not something that I even thought about until later in my life. So it's hopefully what we model in ourselves gets passed on to our kids.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're really excited, you guys, because we launched a course this week all on big emotions. Um, Talks a lot about, like I just showed you a little bit of that hand model of the brain. There's a whole lesson on that in there, as well as just some really like practical tools on how do you put this into place? What are the impacts of big emotions on our families, on ourselves, like on our relationships, and then what do we do with them?
Yeah, and it's a fantastic focus, like for the whole family. So, how do I handle my own big emotions in my family with my children and my partner? And how do my kids handle their big emotions? So, it's not just for you, it's not just for your kiddos, it's really giving you tools. It's some good head knowledge, but super, super practical. Every lesson has 3 or 4 things that you can do with your families every day to handle the big emotions that are coming your way. So head over to our website, please. We are running a 25% off discount between now and the beginning of the new year because I mean, this if we add even just holidays on top of the normal big emotions and what holidays look like this year, my gosh, it's so much different. So we're offering you guys a discount through December. You can work at it through your own pace, join anytime, head over to our website and learn more.
Yeah, we will see you then.